Welcome back. Today we're going to be removing the head off my 1994 Jeep 4.0 engine. I'm going to start by quickly removing the remaining accessories off the exterior of the block, starting with the ignition coil. It's just two nuts holding it on. Loosen them and off it comes. Piece of cake. Next, we'll be removing the distributor cap and distributor. Two Phillips head screws and the cap comes right off. For the distributor, it's got one bolt and a bracket holding it in place. Remove these and you'll be ready to lift the distributor out of its home. If it's stuck in there, you might need to gently pry it up. Don't force anything. Now we're on to the fun stuff. We're going to start by removing the 1/2-inch bolts that are holding the rocker arms in place. The rockers will be coming off in pairs. You'll have a little bundle of parts for each cylinder. In that bundle, you'll have 2 rocker arms, the rocker bridge and pivots, along with the bolts. Do your best to keep them together and not drop anything. While removing the rockers, I was a little heavy-handed and bent one of the bridges. I'm going to be replacing these bridges anyways, but if you plan to reuse yours, maybe try an impact gun or popping the ratchet with your hand to break them free. I messed up here, lesson learned. I've got each pair of rocker assemblies stored in a way that I can make sure they get put back in the engine in their proper spot. Let's take a closer look at the assembly. This pair is how they'll be coming off the head. You'll have one bolt in each side, then the rocker bridge, and under the bridge you'll have the rocker pivots. Let's put it back together and store it for later. Start by putting the 2 pivots in the rocker arms, then the bridge, and finally the bolts through the holes. Next, we'll remove the push rods. They're just sitting in there and come right out. I'll be inspecting these later, and if they're good, I'll reuse them. For that reason, I'll be storing them in order so I can put them back in their original location. Now, down to the heavy stuff. Time to remove the head bolts. Here's a diagram of the torque sequence. I'll be going in reverse order to remove tension evenly and hopefully not do any damage to the head. Starting with bolt 14, I'll crack it loose, then move on to 13, then 12, 11, 10, and so on. This first pass is just taking the tension off, and then I'll go back over it and loosen them fully with the impact. Once it's time for removal, I'll be using the cardboard box organization method again, placing each bolt in its corresponding hole so I know where they came from. Now this is bolt 11. Notice it has silicone on the threads. This one reaches down into the water jackets, and we'll want to make sure and repeat this step during reassembly. If you look close at these bolt heads, they have paint across the top. This could mean they've already been reused once by a previous mechanic. Usually they'll add paint to let the next person know, do not reuse these. I'll be replacing these with fresh hardware when the time comes. All bolts are removed and we're now ready to break the seal and remove the head. I'll do a quick visual inspection to see if I can find any cracks with the naked eye. Nothing is jumping out at me, so off it comes. A few taps with a rubber mallet and it's ready to lift off the block. These can be pretty heavy, so make sure you have a clean, flat place to set it down before you get your hands full. And there we have it, the head removed and we're staring down at the pistons. This is a good time to check out the valves and see what kind of shape they're in. I'll remove the head gasket, and it looks like there's quite a bit of crud in the water jackets. A good cleaning should take care of that. The block turns freely and the pistons are looking good. In the next video, we'll be removing the harmonic balancer, timing cover, and oil pan.